Okay. Forget how I did this. Oh yeah. Okay. Kennedy, go ahead and kick us off.
Okay, so this is one of our, well, personally one of my favorite calls that we do, just because I believe everything in this business is fueled by having a vision and having a bigger mindset and mental toughness. And actually, once I kind of learned about vision casting and goal setting and things like that, it's something I apply in all areas of my life. So in our relationship, in our lives, just across all things, this is something that has really helped Justin and I move forward and always be pushing for something and always be like striving to be better. So I'm really excited to speak into this just because, oh my gosh, did I just switch that? Or did you?
No, I did.
Oh, I clicked at the exact same time it switched. And I was like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, anyways. And then this is kind of just our introduction. So Meg and I was a teacher, but we have that teacher brain. So this is kind of where we're headed throughout this, just to give you a feel for that. So we'll talk about new coach goal setting, associating yourself or the dreams that you have with being 2 sizes too big. And we'll kind of go into all of this. Segment 1 is how to create a vision. Segment 2 is visions that align with coaching. And then segment 3 is creating a routine.
This is you.
Oh, this is me, sorry. Okay, so the first step, obviously, in creating a vision is creating one, right? Is having this overarching idea of where you want to go with your life, how to get there. But first, you have to establish your goal and where you want to go. And so your goals need to be 3 things. They need to be inspiring, they need to be believable, and they need to be actionable. So it has to be inspiring, something that gets you out of bed every morning to do the things that we do as coaches, right? To do the inviting, to do connecting, to do all the things that aren't necessarily fun. It has to inspire you to do those things on the days that you don't feel like it. So if you get up and you're thinking about your vision that you have and it's not big enough, you're not going to want to do all the things that we have to do every single day that necessarily aren't the fun things, okay? And then it has to be believable. You have to have a personal connection, and you have to truly believe that you can reach this vision or this goal, or there's that missing link that I'm doing the actions, but I don't really think I can do there. So you have to 110% believe that you can achieve it. And it's okay if you still have that hesitation. There's ways to, one, work through like making it believable and truly believing in yourself and building up that self-confidence. But you have to have that piece or else all things, it's like a missing link. And then 3 is one of the most important parts. It's being actionable. So that's something that we'll talk about, but actually creating action steps and things to implement every single day to reach that vision or that goal. Okay. And this is a really good one just because it wasn't something I was actually taught this. So it wasn't something that I did very naturally, and you might be in a similar position. So it's called rewiring your brain, and everybody has what's called limiting beliefs, and limiting beliefs are those little voices or those things on your shoulders or anything that's weighing you down or in the back of your head being like, you probably can't do this, or like speaking into those like negative thoughts that everybody has. And everybody's limiting beliefs are different. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to get rid of those limiting beliefs or first address them. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab out a piece of paper, a notebook or something that doesn't really matter. And I want you to think about maybe in the past some goals that you've had or some things that you have pushed for, and those limiting beliefs or those little voices in the back of your head that have told you like, I just don't know if I can do that, or those like kind of nasty things that come up. And I want you to write about them. I want you to write about those fears that you have and those voices that pop up when you want to do something. And we're going to do this. I'm going to set a timer and we're going to do this for a minute. Okay, so go ahead and go. Okay, wow, that was like super fast. Okay, so I'll just kind of read you a few of mine. So I wrote that I don't have credentials to be like a health and fitness person. I get really, really consumed by what other people might think. Can I actually be successful? So these are some of my limiting beliefs. And as you go through your list, you might be able to categorize them. For one, like a lot of mine are like maybe comparison. The other one is failure. So you'll be able to categorize them. And once you can identify those limiting beliefs that are going to pop up, it's easier to move past them, or it's easier to find personal development or books or audibles or podcasts or whatever to speak into those to help you overcome them. So what I want you to do is I want you to take that piece of paper, hopefully it was nothing important, and I want you to crumble it up and you're going to get rid of it. Okay. And I wish I could tell you it was like that simple, that as soon as we crumbled up that piece of paper, that all of our limited beliefs and all of those things will go away forever. But that's just not the truth. Okay. They're always going to creep up at those moments, maybe that you're on the brink of something or anything like that. So I'm going to teach you what's called the nope next method. So once you identify, okay, my limiting beliefs are around comparison, are around this, and this. And once they start to creep up, you're not even going to go there. You're going to say, nope, next. And you're rewiring your brain to not dwell in those negative moments, or not to succumb or just dig in deeper into those negative thoughts. And so you have to get really intentional and really good at this, because as you go through the business and as you go through life, no matter where you're at, you're always going to have these sort of things, these limiting beliefs, these negative thoughts come up. And so that's what we call rewiring our brain. Love it. Okay. And so this is what we call our go-getter visual. And my eyes are not this good. Last time I had it on my phone. But anyway, so when I was on a call for New Year's around January, and I don't even remember what call it was, but they read this. And it was just this amazing visual to put into your head. And as we move forward. So if you're somebody who like loves to visualize or whatever, you can close your eyes. And if you're somebody who wants to keep them open, you can do whatever. But it's this, okay? It says, picture this. It's December 31st, 2020, and you're about to ring in the new year with your friends and family. You cannot believe how much changed in 2020, and you're amazed at what you've accomplished. You pushed past limiting beliefs, went outside the box, fell a few times, but got right back up. 2020 was the year of clarity, growth, and fearlessness. Even though you were scared, you did it anyway. You pushed through all the doubts, naysayers, and setbacks because you were on a mission and had a fire in your soul to share it. When you look back at the year, you can say with absolute certainty that you gave it your all and then some. Your vision for your life and your mission to serve and love others was greater than any obstacle, and you overcame them. You didn't know what was to come at the beginning of 2020, but you knew this was your year to make bold moves and run towards your fears, not run away. Okay, I love that because it addresses those limiting beliefs, and it talks about how you give it your all and you have nothing left to give by the end of the year. And I think we can all take note that just in our day, to know that we are giving it our all and we're doing our job of serving and loving and spreading that. And at the end of the year or at the end of the day, we can feel good about what we've done because we gave it our all.
I love it. And it also like kind of goes hand in hand with like the world and what's going on right now. Kennedy and I have like, you know, gone back and forth about what we should be sharing, what we, you know, what parts of it should we share, or like, do we feel comfortable sharing, you know? And so I just like that because it kind of like reaffirmed like we are doing a good job, you know. I don't know. I just really like that. Like, what was that? You knew this was your year to make bold moves and run towards your fear, not run away. I love it. Okay. So guys, the next thing we're going to talk about is our brain dumps. So this is something that is super helpful when staying organized and creating those visions. So I am somebody, the teacher in me is like, I get very overwhelmed by all these lists and all my, you know, different parts of my brain holding all this different info. So I like to do a brain dump. So writing out all the things that, so first of all, I like to do this for like my info that I need to get done for coaching, for teaching, for life, you know, whatever, writing it down. And then, I kind of went ahead of myself in my to accomplish list. So writing it down and then being able to check it off. I know that seems like so lame, but it's like super motivating to me and super like refreshing. Oh, got that done, you know, whatever it is. And it could be even the simplest of things. Like that's why we will talk to you guys about this here in a little bit. Our tracker. That's why it has little boxes for you to check off because it's so like refreshing. Like I said, got that done, you know, whatever. It's simple things that's even like checking in with my challenge group or clearing my inbox, stuff like that. But you guys, writing out things at the beginning of the year, we always make a vision board. So writing out on your vision board or even just on pieces of paper, sticky notes, wherever, writing out the things that you desire for your life, things that you value, and maybe people who inspire you. It's just so important because like she said earlier, you establishing those limiting beliefs then allows you to like go accomplish or go get past that limiting belief that you have. And so being vocal and open to yourself, to your spouse, to your team, whatever it may be, about what it is that you value or your goals that you have, it's just like putting it out there into the universe and, you know, being vocal with it is just super beneficial. And it's also just part of you growing as a person, I'm sure. And like for myself, like that's something that makes me uncomfortable or is like, you know, not something I would normally do. And like nothing good comes from inside your comfort zone. You know that. And so stepping out and doing those things is really going to help you. Something we use is called the Rise Up Journal. Mine's in my bag and my nails are wet, so I'm not going to grab it. But our Rise Up Journal, oh, Kennedy has hers probably. It's super helpful. And this journal is written or made by Moira. I don't want to butcher her last name, but she's a top coach in the business. And a year ago in January, I was able to meet her at one of our retreats, and she shared with us, you know, how and why she made this journal. And it has been like life-changing for me in my business. So if you guys probably are like, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to do. Like whatever, this journal is amazing. And there are many different parts to it in which you can use to plan your month, plan your week, plan your day to the minute, you know, plan out your schedule, write your goals, reaffirm them to yourself, and then track, you know, who you are helping in your business. So yeah, it's super helpful. And I encourage people to use it to start, if they are somebody who wants to be a runner in this business, which we will talk about here in a second. Okay. So the next is establishing your why. So, really you guys, like those limiting beliefs, like those, you know, visions for ourselves, establishing your why and the reason as to why you are doing what you are doing every single day is so huge. And, you know, your why could change. My why has changed since I've started. I've been in the business almost 2.5 years, and it has changed tremendously. When I first started, it was because I wanted community. That was my why. Like, I just want community. Now it's like, I see myself doing this full time. My why is I want to stay at home with my future kids. So I have to put in the work, the time now to make that happen later on. And so looking at your kids, your husband, and telling them that they are worth it, that, you know, that why, that is what drives you every morning. Something I always say is, if your goals or your dreams don't give you goosebumps, then you're not dreaming big enough. Because when I think of myself, like, not driving to school every morning, like with tears in my eyes, or because I don't want to leave my cats. I don't even have kids. Like, because I don't want to leave my cats. Like, I can't even imagine if I had kids at home. Like, you know, and that doesn't have to be your why, you guys. That's just my why. Like, you know, and that gives me goosebumps. That makes me have tears just now thinking about it. So if that, you know, if your why that you have established, you know, doesn't give you goosebumps, dream bigger, think bigger, because like we have mentioned, this business can take you anywhere. It's what you put in that you can get out. Yeah, so you need to put in, you know, you need to think of something big enough to make you show up on the days that you don't even want to. So I had this moment driving home from work last spring. Don't tell my dad this, but I got like 5 or 6, I can't even remember the number. I can go look at them, but I have them still, speeding tickets for driving to work. Or on my way to work, I was just always late because I didn't want to leave. And this one day I got in a ticket on the way to school, and I was driving to go pick up my Shakeology because it went to the random post office. I have no idea why. And I went there to get it, and this lady was trying to walk across the street. So I was trying to turn left, and she wasn't coming. And I had the yellow or the green arrow to go, and obviously I was yielding to her. And she was yelling at me, and I was like, go, you know. And then finally I was just like, oh my gosh. And I rolled down my window and like yelled at her. Like, I don't even know what I yelled at her as she was like walking. And then I hit a curb, got a flat tire immediately. And then I just started bawling. And I was like, holy cow, I am just so unhappy for all these different reasons. Like, this cannot be my everyday life. I mean, a lot of it stems from my job, my school. I love my kids. I love teaching, but like, it's just so stressful. And I was taking it out on other people. And that was not okay. That was not me at all. That was out of character. And I was embarrassed and sad and mad, and, you know, and so for me, guys, it reminded me of the Energy Bus, and that's one of our favorite books, and we'll talk to you guys about that, but it reminded me of that and me being George on the bus. And so after that, you guys, I just really kind of renewed, I don't know if that's the right word, kind of like revisited my why. And then that's when it changed. Like, I need to leave teaching. I need to be a happier human. I need to be, you know, myself again, because what I was doing, you know, wasn't working. And I knew that this could help me. And so that is my why. So you may have those aha moments, or you may have those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, I want to go on this vacation with my family. Oh my gosh, I want to pay off this, whatever it may be, you guys. But really, like, dig deep and find, you know, within what it is that is driving you forward every single day.
Yeah, that was awesome. This is kind of like a similar story. When I was teaching, I had a calendar, and it was like of the whole school year, like those ones that you get with like days off and everything. And I would literally, I still have it. I kept it to remind me to like always be grateful. But every single day I would come in and I would cross off the day. Like, that's how, and I would be counting down to the next whatever break or weekend or whatever. And kind of the same thing. Like, again, this doesn't have to be your situation, or you don't have to want to leave your job or anything like that. But this is just kind of like our, I don't know, where we came from and what really drives us. But anyway, so when you know your why, you're going to show up, and it has more impact. So actually, Meg and I, like I had mentioned, very, very similar. So I was about a year into business, and I had my first year teaching, and that's when I really like clicked on my why. Same exact thing. I could not imagine staying home or actually going to work and not being able to raise my kids, but spending so much time on everybody else's kids. I know that sounds super selfish, but to me, that like broke my heart. And that's when it clicked for me. I was like, okay, this is why I'm doing this. This is my opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom, because my mom was, and that has always been a dream. So you have to make that connection, that big why of why are you here? And it doesn't have to be, like Meg said, it doesn't have to be something that can't change. You can start small and grow into that. It's just a process. But if you don't know why you're here, you're not going to show up, or you're not going to push through the days that you don't want to. And so when you know your why, you begin to live more purposely and more intentional. So I'll give you an example for like real life. So with everything that's going on with social media and George Floyd and all of these things, it's been very overwhelming and just lots of things to take into consideration, and a lot of, I don't know, don't want to step on anybody's toes or offend anybody, but I don't know what to do kind of thing. I've been feeling that pressure of like, if you don't speak out, then you're silent. If you speak out, you're going to say the wrong thing, right? And I just had to sit back and be like, okay, why am I here? Like, what is my mission? And that's, again, I had this clicking moment of like, okay, my mission is to serve, love, spread the gospel, be there for people, create a community. And that in itself just gave me so much confidence to show up, especially in a moment like this, because I am so connected to that why that I'm showing up more purposely and intentionally. And so it's just, it's really, really powerful when you find that reason to show up.
Definitely.
Okay, so kind of the next steps. So as we've been talking, maybe a few things have been sparked inside your head and you're like, oh my gosh, like I have this dream for myself, or I have this dream for my family, or this is what I really want to do with my life, but I'm not. As you have those like sparks, what you can do is really from here is we have to implement them, right? So again, you still might be like tossing it around, trying to figure out your why. But once you figure it out, some of the steps that we do every single day is we put our goals in writing. So you could do this either like pen and paper, or you can create a vision board. I've done both in the past. What I do now every single day, I don't have the Start Today journal, but I want to get it. But it's Rachel Hollis. It's called the Start Today Journal. And she has you meditate and write out those goals that you have for your life as if they've already happened. And it's extremely powerful. One, to wake up and do this first thing, so your brain is in the right zone, you know why you're showing up, you're getting lit on fire because you're writing them as if they've happened. And two, it just keeps you intentional and purposeful throughout the day. And so that's something that I do every single day, is I get up and write out those goals that I have for myself as if they've already happened. And then two, or actually three, align your environment with your goals. So this could look like maybe cutting out toxic people in your life. This could look like maybe cutting out Netflix in your life, right? You have to think with your actions that you're doing every single day, you have to think, okay, is this aligning me with where I want to go in my life? And I had to do a major reconstruction with the things that I was doing and still today that I am doing. And I had to cut out, or create boundaries is a better word, create boundaries about people who I was surrounding myself with, because maybe they aren't positive about where I'm taking my life or what I'm doing with my life. I had to set some restrictions on how much I was on my phone, just because I still had those relationships to maintain with my family and I could work forever. I had to cut out going out on the weekends, or meeting up with friends after school, because I had work to do. And so it's just little things like that that you really have to analyze, sorry, that word caught me off guard, analyze and be like, all right, like, are the actions and the things I'm doing daily, are they moving me closer to my goals, or are they not? There's no gray area. So those are kind of the next steps that we personally have done and continuously do as we move forward.
Okay, so with those, you guys, like part of the reason, Kennedy is sharing, like, you maybe, I don't remember her terms, but taking some things out of your life or whatever it may be, because you have goals, you have things that you need to accomplish in order for that why to be achieved, or, you to reach those goals. Anyway, we call them the IPAs. So the IPAs are income producing activities based off of your goals. So last year I had this on my vision board, and this was something huge that just helped me stay focused and like on a schedule. I'm the type of person that'll like get up, start working, and then I'm like, oh, this is a cute ad about this swimming suit. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm on Amazon. Just not being intentional with my time. And especially during the school year when, I'm in the school year, but when I was going to school, I had, an hour and a half in the morning, and I had a buttload of things that I needed to get done. So this helps me. This go get it is like our theme, like just go get it, everything. So the first thing I would do was check in with my challenge group, because I'm on the the West Coast. I forgot the direction. The West Coast, a lot of my girls are in the Midwest, and so they've already worked out by the time I've got up. So check in with them, encourage, motivate them. Then I read my devotional, do my start today journal, writing my vision, my goals, all that. And then my invites, sending my invites for the day, whether I'm inviting to a free group, my New Coach Academy, you know, my accountability group, Sweat Squad, whatever it may be, then going to my inbox. So really, you guys might be thinking, oh, well, you have people in your inbox. Why don't you message them back first? Well, I personally don't like inviting. I love it. I love having conversations with people, but I don't like sending that initial invite. I don't know why, but I've gotten better with it. And now a lot of the time, it's just like following up and conversations. But when you first start out, you guys, you have to put yourself out there. You have to go put that invite into their mailbox, because this, like saying, we've said this a million times, but like, you don't just show up at somebody's birthday party. You show up because they sent you an invite, right? In the mail or in an email or whatever. So you have to go put yourself in their inbox. If they're watching your stories or taking your polls or liking your photos, they are people that are interested in what you're doing. So anyway, I would go and do my invites, then follow up. So clear my inbox with the people that I maybe ended, you know, the day before talking to, and having those combos. And then I would always plan a story and plan a post that I could post during the day. Because during the school day, and we'll talk about this, but my schedule was very strict. Like, I only allowed myself time during lunch, and then, during lunch, that's it. Because then after school, in my plan, I wanted to be doing school stuff so I could get home and then dive into coaching some more. So being very intentional, you guys, and like even setting timers if needed. Now we like use the BAT, the business activity tracker, which is super helpful. But, and we do live work sessions and power hours in the morning, which keeps us, you know, on a time, whatever, on a strict time frame or whatever. So it's helpful, but like just knowing what your IPAs are, your income producing activities. I'm not going to be helping change lives if I'm on Amazon. I'm not going to be helping people if I am, I don't even know, scrolling the gram and like liking photos from people you don't even know. Like, no, these are the things that I know are going to move my business forward. And it might sound silly and it might sound like, well, yeah, duh, you know, but like, if and when you start doing these things, you'll see how like easy it is for you to get sidetracked. So it's like, it's such a mental game of just like staying in the zone, doing your job, and like sticking to these things. So yeah, visions that align with your coaching, just like you guys, those IPAs, you need to have visions that align. So identify what pace that you want to be at. We will talk about this here in a little bit, the different types of coaches that we have. Being aware of different ranks and the benefits that each of the ranks, the benefits of each of the ranks, I guess. Yes. So like being aware of that. When I first started, I was more of a hobby coach. And then once I like realized, oh my gosh, I'm almost this rank of diamond. Holy moly, this is the benefits. Why didn't I do this sooner? But that's why we're here to help you learn, to teach you, because we want you to be more successful quicker than we were. And then just being, you know, understanding what it is that you can earn with each rank or with each, you know, person that you help, and how many lives that you can change. At the end of the day, you guys, yes, we are here to, you know, grow a business and like, you know, whatever your why may be. Myself, leave my teaching job, so I need to hit certain things, certain goals. But like at the end of the day, we are simply helping people, person after person after person. And we are either helping them get started on their journey, getting results, or we are helping them become successful as coaches, which they are just helping people. So we're just literally helping people, helping change people's lives. So just being aware of how you can do that, and the benefits that come with it. Okay, so identifying your pace. So there are 3 types of coaches: a runner, a walker, or a hobby coach. So I'm going to start at the top. Sorry. Hobby coaches are people that are just like signed up. They are, you know, drinking their shakes. They are doing their workouts. They're getting the discount on all the products, because whenever you join in as a coach or a VIP customer, we call it, you get 25% off all of the products. Okay. So when you join in, and maybe you just want to do that, you just start, you know, working on your own journey. A walking coach is somebody who's like posting on stories, maybe sending a few links out or like samples of pre-workout or something like that, but you don't really have any goals in mind. You're just like showing up on social, but still doing the things. A runner is somebody like Kennedy and I. We are like full force, full speed ahead. We have goals. We are running with the business. We are hitting different goals, setting goals, hitting them, celebrating them, and building a huge team. So this is something that you guys, I put on my vision board last year, and it's right here too now. And this was like scrap paper from my actual vision board. And I didn't even know what elite was. So, and you guys don't either right now, and you don't need to really, but it goes like premier and then elite and then like other things. And I was like, oh, well, people are writing that premier and elite, so I want to do that. And then I was like, I asked my success partner who knows, she's the brains of the biz. I was like, what's that mean? And she's like, oh, well, you need to have 5 diamond coaches and you need to have this many points. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do that. I was a diamond coach in January, and I was like, I'm going to be elite. I'm going to have 5 diamonds under me, whatever. And I put that on my board, and then I was like, you've got this. You can do it. Now go get it. And I like looked at that every single day, still really didn't know what it meant, but was like, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to be elite. Like, kind of is funny. Like, I would send videos to my team and like just dancing, like, we're going to be elite, like just being weird. And you guys, we ended the year an elite team. And Kennedy even asked me last week, she's like, when did you decide you were going to be elite? And I was like, well, I like wrote on my vision board, but then like in April or May, I went like 3-star, and we had a lot of momentum, and I was like, that was kind of the like, hey, well, we're going to do it. And she was like, did you ever have a doubt? And I was like, no, like, I just knew deep within, like, we were going to be elite because we said it every single day. Like, we literally would randomly text each other like 12 o'clock a.m. or p.m. or like over my lunch break, guys, we're going to be elite. Like, I'm that weird, but I'm also that like we were manifesting it. And so I'm just like, here, I'm getting so riled up about this because it's just so crazy to me. But it is just such a great example of like, if you say you're going to do something and you are like, you've got your team behind you rallying and, wanting to do it, you guys can and we will, be here to back you up and be here to support you, and we will make it happen. And so it's just so cool because, like I said, like elite doesn't really mean anything to you in like a rank or income standpoint, but it's just like, that was a huge goal. Not a lot of teams do that. And like, we did that after being just like a brand new team. So it's just so cool how, how far you can take this business by just simply showing up day after day and doing those IPAs. Okay. So Coach Rank. So when you join in, you walk into a community of all of us on our team. You join our sweat squad. You get into all of the workouts, the superfoods, the Energize, all that. The community, you guys, that's why I joined. And so that is something I take a lot of pride in and really enjoy. And these friends that I've gained through this community are like lifelong friends. They're not just people that I played on a team with for 4 years and then I never see again. Like, these are people are my future, So you walk into that, also opportunity and potential to grow, to take this business wherever you want it to be. You have access to everything. We have a Google Drive. We have like Beachbody online has a lot of the FAQ. Like, there are just endless amounts of resources out there. Kennedy and I both come from very successful upline coaches in which we have a lot of things that we can share to you and help you, to help you be successful. So when you join in as a coach, these are the things that you get. And then it's up to you to see, where you want to take it. Kennedy?
Okay, so after the coach rank is what we call Emerald rank. And Emerald is where you really unlock your business because you start to kind of reap, I guess you could say, the benefits. So when you hit Emerald, it allows you to be eligible for team bonuses. So team bonuses are based off of volume, and we won't get like too in depth with this, but once you reach a certain volume, and your legs are like 2 to 1 is what we call it. So you have 200 volume over here and 100 volume over here. That's what we call 2 to 1. You cycle at $14 per cycle. And so that really is pretty unlimited. They have a cap, but I don't know what it is, but it's way up there as far as dollar amounts. So you can cycle more than once on a team bonus cycle, but you unlock that once you hit Emerald. And then you also get what we call free leads when you hit Emerald and Success Club 5+. And free leads are people who have signed up with Beachbody On Demand and they don't have a coach. And so Beachbody just randomly assigns them to coaches. So when you hit Emerald and Success Club, you are eligible and you will get some free leads, which is really awesome. Diamond rank is what comes after Emerald, and this is what really gets your business set in motion. And this is what we'll talk a lot about actually in this new Coach Academy, because this is something that you want to be keeping in your sights right away and really be pushing for. So Diamond, you are qualified for team bonuses, but your cycle is higher. So it's $4 higher at $18 per cycle. This is when you start to qualify for the fun things like retreats. Meg's doing one in Arizona. I have one in Montana. And then this is when you're kind of stepping into that leadership role as well, because you're helping your coaches hit Emeralds. So Diamond is when things start to get really fun for you. 1 star is after Diamond, and pretty much after this, it just goes up in stars. And this is just when you're Diamond and you have 1 diamond underneath you. And so again, this is you stepping up into that leadership role and helping your coaches be successful and get to that diamond rank. And also this could be, and 2 star as well, this could be you building a controlled account. So if you have signed up, we'll talk later about this on our Emerald call, but if you sign up a spouse, a friend, a mom, or whatever, and you build their account. So 2 star again is your diamond. And then you have 2 diamonds underneath you, which qualifies you for 2 star. And this is like pretty badass, but when you hit 2 star, you get to open up another business center underneath you that's you. So you're essentially running your main business center, and then you get to open another you, and that's like really awesome because you're doubling your volume, you're doubling your income essentially. And you can also start to qualify for quarterly bonuses, which these are the big bonus pools that once you hit 2 star, you can qualify for. And then again, you hit that volume boost because you place your second account underneath you, and it's going to cycle through you, one of your controlled accounts if you have one, and then back up to you. So you're essentially cycling 3 times versus 1. And so that's really awesome.
And one thing I want to say to you guys, mention, Kennedy showed that the diamond cycle bonus is like cycle is $18. And I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, really? Like you do all that work and you only get $18? A few weeks ago, I don't mean to say this to brag, but just to share with you guys, I got like $600 in cycle bonuses for my paycheck that week. And the cool thing also about being paid with this business is you get paid every Thursday. So as for a teacher, for myself, I only get paid once a month. So it's like, okay, you need, pay this bill. Now what do I have, so it's really cool. But every time, that cycles, you get 18 times 18 times 8, or whatever. And so it does add up. And so it's really cool when your team is doing well and you are a diamond rank, you get that $18 times whatever it may be. So yeah, just want to add that because I remember being like 18, what?
Yeah, for sure. No, that was great. So too, like, we're not telling you this to overwhelm you. We're just kind of like, I don't know, like we said, we're playing on this as like, okay, what did we wish we would have had done differently when we first started, or what do we wish we would have known, or whatever. And so we're just kind of helping you like see into where you can be going kind of thing. So we're not doing this to overwhelm you. You don't need to know all of these things. Like a lot of it is, one thing I love about the business is it's just a learning as you go. So these these references or whatever may not affect you right now, but once you get there, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know. And that's how it has been for me a lot. So 5 star, this is what Meg achieved this last year, 5-star elite. And this is when you get really, really big recognition and you get invited to like all the like VIP parties and retreats and things like that. And this is like a very small percentage of the company actually reaches this. And so you get really, really spoiled when you do. They have like I said, all the fun things for 5-star and elite and things like that. You can qualify for the bonus pools again. So you can do the 2-star bonus and the 5-star bonuses, which are huge, like huge. And then again, elite is when you have so many points. But anyways, again, not trying to overwhelm you. You don't need to know all the things. Okay, this is actually really applicable applicable to you, this is what we call Success Club 5, and we're shooting for this every single month. Like whether you're a brand new coach, whether you're somebody like Meg and I who have been in the business for a while, this is what we shoot for. And Success Club 5 is helping 3 new people a month with challenge packs. So it's kind of funny because challenge packs are actually worth two points. So if you help 3 people, you're at Success Club 6. But anyways, so and the benefits of hitting Success Club 5 is, 1, that is the foundation of your business. So you always know, if I'm hitting Success Club 5, I am moving my business forward. 2, one of the big ones that I get really excited about is this Success Club trip invite. So each year they do a Success Club trip. And if you're hitting Success Club every single month, you're going to get, like, guaranteed, you're going to get an invite to the trip. And so last year it was on a cruise to the Bahamas and Haiti, and Justin and I got to go. This year it was supposed to be to the Dominican and just the Dominican, and it was canceled because of the coronavirus. And then next year it is to Mexico, and Meg and I have both already got our invites, so we're going to that. And even though we're like halfway through the year or whatever, like, you can still get that invite, and there's waiting lists and things like that. So anyway, that was a huge motivator to me, because I was like, how do you do this? Like, how do you travel? Like, I want to know all the things. And so if you're hitting Success Club 5, it's pretty much a guaranteed invite, because it just is. Like, it's pretty awesome. Okay. Again, the free leads come when you're hitting Success Club 5. And then this is also when you start building a team. So this is when the residual income. So we're paid based off of 2 ways. So the first way is commission. So every single thing that you help somebody get started with, or they buy or whatever, you get a 25% commission off of. Okay. Like, right off the bat. Well, the residual income is through those bonuses that we've been talking about, and that's through volume. So when you start to build a team, and when your team starts to see success and your coaches are building, that creates volume, which creates that residual income. So like Meg had said, she got like $600, not even off of like sales or whatever. It's all based off of volume. So anyway, that's really awesome too. And then I'm going to answer this question really quick. So Haley said, is Success Club 5 only through challenge packs, or can you get points from Beachbody On Demand memberships, for instance? So I believe it's only challenge packs, right, Meg?
Right. It's a bummer because a lot of people don't, like, not a lot, but some people don't want to try out products before they get a sample. And I like to send samples. So they'll just do the bod, and you don't get any Success Club points for that, which is a bummer. Like, I do think that it should be like 1. Like, I do think that, but it's not. So can't pout about it. But so it's only challenge packs or completion packs that you get Success Club points, like the 2 points for. So completion packs would be people who, like, say they already have Beachbody On Demand, they signed up on their own on Facebook or something, and then you send them the change coach form, because they can change their coach, and then you have them as, or you are their coach. Then they want to buy products, then they can do a completion pack since they already have BOD, and then they can try Shakeology or Energize and Recover, and then that gives you 2 points.
Yep. And then they just implemented this thing, I think, with the new year. So so that's like the only way to get Success Club points. And then they also just implemented this new thing where if you have retention from your last customers, so if I have somebody who ordered Shakeology last month and they order again for their second month, that gets you 1 Success Club point. So that's a new thing they implemented, which is really cool to help promote and retention. So always checking in with your past people. And then what we do with samples is we'll just order like the packets of things. So like packets of Recover, packets of Energize, and then we'll just send those out. I think they do have like a sample pack, but anyway, that's what I do. Do you do anything different, Meg, with samples?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, cool. All right, you're up, Meg.
Okay, so here we were just going to take some time quick to share with you guys our wins, or like celebrations that we've had at each kind of level that we've been at. So when I started, like I told you guys, I just was starting with my own journey. I did ADD Obsession, and I got in the best shape of my life, and I was feeling super confident. And then like halfway through started sharing some, stories of me working out and so on. And so, yeah, coach rank there. And then I was like, oh, I want to work the biz. So then I hit Emerald, and I realized like I could lead others to success, and started making an income and started getting like excited about it, you know? And then like I told you guys, I was very close to Diamond, and there was a retreat coming up, and I was like, oh, I want to make it to that. So I hit Diamond, and then I was able to pay for my grad school and save some money to travel to these different retreats, summit, and so on. And one of the things, guys, I don't think we mentioned this, but like, well, we kind of did in one of our lives, but talking about like, there's never really a right time to start. Like I was in grad school when I started and had just moved my life from Nebraska to Washington. And like, that wasn't the best time. I was at a new job, didn't know anybody, but I started. And, you know, for that, I'm forever thankful, because I am who I am today because of that, because I said yes in starting even in a busy time of life. Okay, 2-star, I paid off my car and then started, you know, just saving money, adding to my savings. And then 5-star elite, I helped, you know, 5 people on my team find success and become Diamond. And now I'm just like working towards, you know, full-time Beachbody. So yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. And actually very similar to Meg, when I had first started coaching, I was actually going into my first year teaching and student teaching. So I taught on an Indian reservation where they didn't have enough teachers. And so they paid Justin and I to just step right into teaching and to do student teaching. So it was like, we never really had big classroom experience. Like it was just kind of thrown in. So again, it's just like, there really is never a right time. It's just, if it's a priority, you make it work. But anyway, so Coach Rank, I lost 10 pounds and I gained a lot of confidence and a passion. So I was a college volleyball athlete, and after my last season, I got into this really huge slump and this like dump, and I just couldn't pick myself back up. I didn't work out anymore, wasn't taking care of myself. I didn't even know I had gained weight. I was just incredibly unhealthy and just mentally very unhealthy. And I just needed something to pick me back up and give me a passion again for, one, taking care of myself, and 2, just anything. And I had completely lost that. And so coaching was just a huge blessing and just kind of dropped into my lap at the perfect time. And so just again, like so many blessings just came from taking that chance of saying yes. Emeralds, I was consistently getting all of my supplements covered. I had my return of investment of signing up, so that 160 I had earned back. Diamond Rank, I had a little bit of extra fun money for like Lululemon leggings because I could never afford them, covering groceries, and then also building into that savings account. At 2-star, I had quit my teaching job to go full-time coaching. And then 5-star is my 2020 goal for 5-star elite. So yeah, that's kind of our story. And our goal, again, it's not to brag, it's not to anything like that. It's just to show you what we have done, and to show you that we are very average people. We are very normal people, kind of weird, but you can do this too. If we can, right? If we can figure it out on a whim, right? You can absolutely do this.
And by you doing this, you guys, it simply takes those IPAs, the daily tasks and the routine, to move you closer to your vision. So just like establishing what it is you want, your why, what you want to do, and then like what's going to get yourself there. It's those small things every day that, you know, make a huge impact. And a huge thing, like I said, is the routine. So one of our tasks is going to be for you guys tonight to write out your routine. And I think I have that actually. Oops, yeah, it's on there twice. So here was my routine. And this is funny, Kennedy, because we did this May 1st or whatever. And now we've like changed it. This was my routine May 1st, what I was doing for like my time during quarantine, not teaching at school, you know, whatever. And now I'm getting up at 4:15ish to do power hours with the team at 4:30, and then, you know, going about my day. So I'm getting a lot more done, and I'm getting up earlier, obviously. But the cool thing is like everyone else is up doing it too. So in this, you guys, in our new Coach Academy, we have 2 different work sessions, and we're going to, you know, have those available for you guys to get on and do them with us. And we will teach you about the business activity tracker. We'll have it in our units on the Facebook page for you guys to check out. But writing these schedules down and really like, look, 6 a.m., drink water, feed the cat. 6:15, energize and desk PD. Like being very specific to what it is you're doing, because I don't know, you just have to be. Yeah. So setting a routine, sticking to it, and then giving yourself a week to reflect. What do I need to change? Obviously myself, I was like, I'm not getting up early enough. And so now I'm getting up earlier. But just creating those daily habits.
Awesome. Did we skip anything? Will you go back like 2 slides?
These ones, I think these ones were the same slide.
Oh, gotcha. You're right. Okay. Yeah. But essentially, you guys, one nice thing about everything is, like, I don't think this is a thing when I started, but we have that tracker now. And so it literally tells you everything you need to be doing every single day or 5 days out of the week or whenever your business hours are. But so your call to action is to create a schedule or a daily routine and post it in the Facebook page, and also share your why. I think once you get crystal clear on why you're here and where you want to go, like we've been talking this whole time, like your actions are going to start aligning with that. And then what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. There was compound effect was a note I wrote down to remember. So I gave this analogy last time. I love it. It's kind of geeky, but so I actually heard this on a sermon once, but so there were these 2 studies that had been done on sunscreen randomly, and one test group had wore really, really high SPF only on the super, super sunny days, or like when they go to the beach or whatever. And the other test group always wore a very low SPF every single day, whether it was cloudy, sunny, winter, or whatever. And by the end of their study, they had found that the group that only wore the high SPF very occasionally, like on the sunny days, had more signs of like aging, wrinkles, skin damage than the other group that did the small SPF or the lower SPF every single day. And so essentially, you guys, like, the things we do every single day are very small. Like, it's very easy to overlook and to skip invites and to skip connecting. And it's just this, but you have to remember, like, our actions, it's the small, consistent ones that start to build on each other. It's not those random, like, oh, I'm going to have a really good day and then take a week off or anything like that. It's the small, very consistent, always showing up actions that's going to move your business forward, that's going to move your life forward, that's going to help you see results in your program. Like, it's, you just remember that. And so
Yes.
anyway, Meg, I do have a shout out. Okay, so Haley is on, and Haley, so she signed up. Well, she's been a challenger, but anyway, so she got coaching kind of like towards the end of last month, and she literally went emerald like a couple days after signing up. So I just wanted to shout her out because she was like messaging me. She's like, I think I did this right. And I was like, I don't know, but you're emerald. So obviously, so anyways, wanted to shout her out. And then Meg, did you have anything?
No, I just, we will post, we need to upload the business activity trackers to the units because I don't think they're in there. And then we will just have a post for you guys to set your routine, schedule out your routine, and then, share a picture in the comments, because it really has been a huge game changer for us. Even in this last month, like, I feel like the first 2 months of quarantine were like, I don't know, I couldn't even organize my life. And so, yeah, just the routine part is huge. So I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, yeah, let us know. We'll be up tomorrow morning, 4:30 my time, 5:30 a.m. Kennedy's time, for a power hour, and we will walk you and guide you guys through that. But if you have any questions, Emily, I'm happy to see you on. Haley and Emily are the only ones showing their faces, so we're going to shout them out.
I know. That's what I've been staring at this whole time, because it's nice to talk to somebody's face.
Okay, well, I'll post the recording, and we'll get those posted on the page, okay?
Sweet.
No worries, Alyssa. See you guys.